I might say that today is a very sad day for all Ghanaians. No matter what tribe that you belong to, no matter your political group that you are in, I might say today is a very sad day for Ghanaians. You know, Jerry John Rawlings is one leader who came to Ghana. At the time he came to Ghana, there was a whole lot of crisis in the country. At the tender age of 7, I saw Jerry John Rawlings as a military leader for modern Ghana. He brought a whole lot to the country. He was the one who initiated the move to democracy government. Jerry was a hard-working person. You know, he did not hesitate any nonsense, no matter who we are. Because of his character, most leaders in Africa and the global world do like Jerry John Rawlings. Mention of Gaddafi of Libya, Burkina Faso leader Sankara, the Cuban leader, that's Fidel Castro, and a whole lot. The pastor said, Jerry John Rawlings, Adia Yahweh the pa Ghana Yahweh Adia. Before say Jerry John Rawlings, a head of state, that time not president because he had talked about the year. Na Ghana would be and fata. Even Adia can fish a friend Tinapa. That be required. And once in a blue moon, and you bring your Tinapa. At Adia was a credit. In Yaka, na Ghana for itself. Uhi odi enu na odi aso uhi and the Jerry dear, I'll say Ghana for a kind and then said that the party I say you ni away. But Jerry, no, you never back. What time the crowd na what I say about it so. There was a time only a Dubai a call into competition, I don't mean a pre-presidential. Jerry Winnie, but Nekubase, I might say Ashanti region. Ashanti region for a year and Tiasi. If you could Jerry, if you could ever say Empire, and so Jerry grew out of the Papa Jane. So if you may be of a friend, be a JJ, do something before you die. Now, Adia Bakwa be kind for Jerry John Rawlings so far to say, or you be an old Adia, the castle. Jerry won't speak without saying, ladies and gentlemen, Tafreche. He always come out with the truth. No credit or Becca. You know, at a time when the NDC government, he is the founder of the NDC government. But at the time when they were not doing the right thing, Jerry being outspoken came out to tell all Ghanaians that the incumbent president, that was Atabos, was doing something that did not favor the country. So I might say that Jerry John Rawlings did not came in for only NDC party or Ghanaians. Africa, as he hold various positions in Africa. At time he was the leader for the AU. At the same time, ECOWAS. He hold many positions at the UN. Jerry is a person whom I think brought real civilization to this country. And it's here at dear friend and it's here part of the buy. Because Jerry buy yakwa inanye. Yes, and no one be mobile phone. So we be wo abononia na obetibde di guitar ho a this offer cassette. If a cassette with D120, or to D120, a bushafo in Aba, no, we have a casa. Papa, say the sea. As I Yaswa at the Ato, and the choir say every room at the post office, which will take over a month before you meet that person. But Jerry Bayano will pray and pedal because I say route to development a communication or try by it to be saka mobile phone here. They say you could feel be a man, crab here the pay for be a terminal. If you try it or muscle. First, before you can hear even a news webinar, na day. There was only 2 channels, that the GBC1, GBC2. The party news. Jerry and the same way by. When I was in school, the system, we were given allowances. Jerry initiated that. After your system, Oko National Service, Jerry was paying us allowances. There was a whole lot of things that Jerry had brought to this country. Or say, one thing Ghanaians should never forget, that's the PNDC law. First, Obapa, Awo, Obapa, no Mami, Abre, Obapa, where so over sit in the dia. We are Shafo for home. We have a pump or yere, and I say, Obama Cado, but Jerry put a stop to all those things. So, Jerry, I'm a poor Ghana for power, and I'll see you. And they also Ghana for any young too, because we lost a leader. A leader that we should remember at all times. The charisma that was in Jerry. There was a time, even in football circles, Jerry was a fan of sports. So even in football circles, when the Blasters are playing football, Jerry presence at the stadium boosts the morale of the players. Not forgetting about his boxing. Jerry will follow wherever there's a boxing between the Ghanaian and those at stake. Today, I might say we miss a lot. We miss a lot. If Sir Becca Nukrea, Jerry is one mentor. He was one mentor every Ghanaian youth would like to be at those times. Don't be a person yesterday. There was a field all over in Ghana. Let me tell you one thing. Pete is a more Pete or Ghana. Pete or Ghana in because there was a lot of Pete water. Because there was fields in the country. No one was taking care. Jerry, we are fear. Obama wants got no dear or police card. Jerry was one person. Or Stormy Makwara, Makwara market. You know, at those times, a man and lady Ghana for so all the money was with the Makwara women. Na Makwara women so endro pa no madi. Ube mu koto no nam ejobo so no enipa. Because of the brevity of Jerry John Rawlings, he was able to storm the Makwara market and fuse out all those nonsense. I salute you, Jerry. I will salute you today and forever. You know, he's a hero. He's a hero. I mean, Ghanaians will never forget about him. You might be talking about Kwame Nkrumah, but, you know, our generation should always remember Jerry John Rawlings. When Jerry was in power, I mean, from the military regime to the democratic regime, he was one person. He was not, I mean, he did not discriminate. All the better roads right now in Kumasi was constructed by Jerry. Talk about the Santasi Obuasi Road. It's 20 years. You know, it's in its expiry date. But see this road and compared to the modern day Ghanaian roads. Jerry John Rawlings. We say that before. Jerry John Rawlings is one person. When we were kids, there was a saying that he was a pilot who did fly the air jets under the Akosombo Dam. He was one of the best in the world pilots. Although Jerry didn't have a tertiary education at that time, he was just a system. But the charisma and the will to learn more was in Jerry. Adibakwa Besiaka for Jerry who said there wasn't any tool or any machine on this earth I want to be into and I want to be used. Who is a bulldozer? Who is a forklift or baby issue? Jerry will be going to the classroom, teacher there was a time when the teachers went on strike. And the modern day Ghanaian leaders, Jerry was able to bring in the militia, although I reserve my comments for that. Militia to the classroom to teach. I might say Jerry John Rawlings is a person, you know, he's a hero. We have to celebrate him. Ghanaians and Africa, world, we have to celebrate Jerry John Rawlings, better known as JJ. Even, I mean, the agent always stood at Jerry John Rawlings. JJ, do something before you die. At that tender age, he was able to rise to become this hero he is. Although he had his bad sides, because of the military rule, the military that he was in. But let's forget about the bad side. Let's size about, you know, let's weigh the two sides, the bad and the good side. I say, Jerry Ghanaians will lift up your name today. Jerry, you will never forget your name. Modern leaders of Ghana, I know at a time, President Kufuor used to go to Jerry and seek advice. I know at a time, Nana Akufo-Addo obeyed Jerry. I mean, all the past presidents, Jerry, well, you know, he was just a simple man. You won't see Jerry in fashion cars, Porsche cars. Jerry John Rawlings, we miss you today. Ghana, we see them before me. Let me give you a brief history about Jerry John Rawlings. Before I end my long story or what I know about Jerry John Rawlings, let me give you a brief history or biography of Jerry John Rawlings. He was a Ghanaian military officer and politician who led the country from 1981 to 2001. Both the military regime and the democratic regime. And also brief period in 1979, he had a military juncture until 1992. And then served 2 terms as the democratically elected president of Ghana. He died on 12 November, today. Jerry, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Born on June 22, 1947 in Accra. These are the schools of Jerry John Rawlings, Nana Kwedu Admiral Rawlings. They married in 1977. And they have children, Zinato Admiral Rawlings, Kimati Rawlings, Emina Rawlings, Ya Asantua Rawlings. They named this lady, a daughter after Ya Asantua because of her bravery. Jerry's parents were James Ramsey John, and his mother was Victoria Abuti from the Volta region. He had a sibling that was Ghanaian, doesn't know. So he's dead. He is Mr. Isaac Newton Nilante Adi. That's Jerry John Rawlings' sibling. A whole lot can be said about Jerry John Rawlings. But without much ado, I lost words, I lost adjectives, I lost a whole lot. I would say Jerry John Rawlings was a perfect leader. I reserve some comments. I'm very sad. Them for BA. Papa, them for BA. My mentor, them for BA. Jerry John Rawlings. I won't end this story by saying the proverb, and man too are with now. That is version of it. Jerry, I salute you.
I'm watching Saprempe of Angelic Herbal Clinic, dispensing officer, and then I'm also a reverend. The person me Casafa, a man penny dada Jerry John Rawlings, and Madame and the actually reason. Minimum Rawlings since from 1979. I will you cool. Na the man me who no do no. Na me papa Adam Fopa ne former president a champion obi tu no efra akonwa so. Enu nti na me papa ehun nipa bia ni wo no mo a na Rawlings nya no de no ho beche no. Ti efie die na sojafo edi hɔ no ma trentwie na metumi aka sɛ omu ahaye bebree wɔ nneɛma bebree ho me nuanom me ne mabusua deɛ yehu nneɛma bebree fa Rawlings ho a emu dodoɔ no ara no ne yɛ nkora nti no yɛfa ne sɛ beebi a yɛasetena na aduro no yɛnyine yɛ na ɛnam no so ma nneɛma bebree asesan wɔ yɛabrabɔ mu and at the same time so na yɛde nyine yɛ sɛ hu nneɛma bebree wɔ no ho ɛnam sɛ no wɔhwehwɛ yɛ papa sɛ madamfo ne former president no yɛ papa dwane kɔtena La Côte d'Ivoire na durumire bi a ɔba La Côte d'Ivoire bra na me wɔ hɔ 1985 na ɛnɛ wɔyere a yɛnyɛn na saa time no Francefoɔ ne Côte d'Ivoirefoɔ ehunu sɛ wɔyi bi wɔ hɔ nom a ɛwɔ Ghana territory mu nti no ɔmo fa nyansakwan sɛ nka ɔmo ebeyi wɔyɔ na abra ɔmo bɛgye afiri Ghana nsɛm nti deɛ ɔmo yɛɛ ne sɛ abra ɔmo emu ayɛ de na yɛ ho kyerɛ yɛ no ɛna ɔmo de tanka kɛseɛ kɔsi hɔ a anka ɔmo kɔ akɔtu wɔyɔ no na prɛko pɛ 85 no yɛ asɛm a make Rawlings ba no na ɔhyɛ ne Army parrot a ɔde ka ne plane na ɔde ba Abidjan direct na ɛyɛ overall green me kae ne yie paa na ɔno ara na ɛka plane no ɔparrot ɔde baeɛ osi a Frenchfoɔ ne man akonnwa wantena so na ɔde ne nan si so ɛna ɔma Ivorians diplomat na authority sɛ ɔma wɔ mu just 1 week ɔmu nyi saa tanka na ɔmu de akɔ akɔsi Ghana waters no ɛnyɛ saa de bi si wɔ Côte d'Ivoire no ɛnyɛ owieyɛ no a wɔfa ne plane a wɔkɔ no ɔde plane no ɛkwaa no wɔgya plane no sɛ gya na dubo sɛ deɛ ɛsamanto sɛ ɛbɛduru fam no wasa squat na plane no ɛnam wiem na Frenchfoɔ yi tiam ne ɛho so saa deɛ baako nti no sɛ na Ghana nya ɔyera ebi asɛnko wankwa gohurahura Francefoɔ no ne La Côte d'Ivoirefoɔ no a anka ebi anka wayɛ no ɔmo gye firi nsɛm long time koraa ɛna ne nneɛma bi nso wɔ hɔ no mo a ɛkwan a no ɔfa so a ɔyɛ ne nneɛma bi especially ɛkwan sɛ wohwɛ kwan a Rawlings yiyɛ especially Okwafra road Kumasi nom ne ade asɛhwi ne roads oyiyɛ no bi past 30 years it be 35 years but still no ɛwɔ hɔ nanso wohwɛ deɛ nnɛ wɔn a ba foforɔ yiyɛ a ɔmo yɛ ne nnɛ na ɛsɛsɛ for instance wo deɛ kɔ Kajetia New terminal station say ayayeye ni nyinaa start a ɛsɛ okɔ Kajetia nimu ɛhɔ kwan a Brazil for na abɛyɛ a yɛbɛyɛ open ceremony na start a etutu but so okɔ Santasi road a to Anyan Kwanta ɛyɛ kwan a ɔyɛ nearly 20 years ni ɛho ntintima baabi a nti no enoma bebree ohonom a oyeye a ye de ba kai no special no wo doma ne man se de ositu no ho emre bi akrante na ba Ghana ono ankasa si krom de prapra krom edru mre bi ono ankasa timitisi ne nsan na ya no ode ye tire kwan oye nipa bi a in fact ya hwrade na say ye no biography ne ya de to ho no na enchirima no ye sua de ye enina wo ne ye so ye tim de boy bra me man dem refer bi ye nyama on kafra